I'm in salad and I saw Scarface. Anyway, it is directed by Brian De Palma. And I have heard a lot about Scarface. Did you know that there is a one before the 80s? Yeah, there's a Scarface before the 80s, but I watched the Scarface from the 80s. That's what I'm reviewing today. Amazing. If you haven't seen Scarface, you have to. It is required by law. I'm declaring it now. Required by law to watch it. Also, spoilers. So yeah. All right, we follow Tony Montana. Tony Montana. He's a Cuban immigrant, and I like the part where in order to get his green card, he has to go kill some people. So immediately he's getting himself involved in crime. That's pretty rad. I liked that part. There's also some parts from the he's basically has like his best friend and a couple of other people with him. And I like how each character is established pretty early on. You got Frank. Frank is a head honcho boss man that Tony is like, okay, I'll work for you. I'll kill this guy for you. Unfortunately, there's a scene where someone gets chainsawed, and when I saw that, I was like, oh boy, this is wow, I cannot believe it. This is crazy already. This is a good way to get my attention and to keep my eyes on the rest of the movie. Well, we also see Tony really have like an eye for a good old pal. Well, not even a good old pal, just like a trophy wife of a good old pal Frank. Frank being the boss man. That's a joke on them being pals. But yeah, there's like there's a whole debate, there's this whole rigmarole. That's the word I'm looking for. There's this whole rigmarole where Tony is at this club and, you know, trying to pick up some chicks, just kind of laying there. I mean, not even laying there. He's just kind of like chill, honestly. And that shot of Tony just like smoking a cigar, perfect. I was like, aw, yeah, I love this. There's also this cocaine deal, which is super fun. Oh man, when Frank takes Tony to this deal where they're trying to like buy a lot of cocaine, and it's a divided front. Frank's basically like, no, you shouldn't do that, Tony. And Tony's like, yeah, let's buy all the cocaine. And because of this divided front, it's not very fun. Somebody who works for Frank. It's somebody's there with Tony. I forget exactly who, but they get murdered. They get murder, death, killed because there's a divided front. That's all that matters. And Tony is like, all right, let's go. Let's do this stuff. I know it wasn't Frank because later on Tony deals with Frank. So you got this deal, and he's bringing in lots of money. And it's quite fun to see all the money being changed around, and super fun. Like, all the strippers in this movie, super fun. Tony gets shot at a lot, especially in a strip club. How fun is that? And then, more fun stuff, such as running a cocaine empire. Man, okay. Tony Montana. I love his work ethic. He's just like all about the money, money, money. It's all about the money, money, money. It makes the world change. I don't think that's the lyric, but Tony is like, all right, I'm going up the ranks. I'm going up the ranks. I'm proving to everyone that I am a big bad dog. I'm the biggest, baddest wolf there is, and you gotta make sure to not make any attempt to stop me from this power, you know? Stuff like that. He's also going after good old pal Frank for his position. Along the way, he meets this, like, cop, a corrupt cop. Oh, hey, I know your operation. Oh, yeah, just give me some money and I'll feed some of my guys and you'll be alright. And it's like, okay. Corrupt cops? Yay or nay? Well, in this movie, I'm all about the yay. I like it. But then, man, that corrupt cop is not such a good one. Is not on Team Tony. And so, in order to become the boss, I love it. Tony just, like, waltz in to a meeting that Frank is having, and just flat out, bam! Amazing. Dead. And also kills the cop guy, too. Bam! Dead. And now, guess who's ruling? Tony Montana! Montana, man, I love it. I love it. He's all about making those moves, getting the cocaine, and having, like, a whole cocaine empire because of it. It's pretty rad, and honestly, at this point in the movie, I'm, like, cheering all for Tony Montana. I want him to succeed in his cocaine dealing business. I want him to have all the cocaine. And I think he gets pretty close to very successful with that. Tony, although he has lots of cocaine, he also has lots of attention on him. He's shown to make 10 to 15 million a month, which is insane. Like, in the 80s. Wow. That is a lot of money. That's a lot of cocaine trading hands. You also got this banker. He's like, I'm gonna wash your money, but this is too much money for me to wash. Way too much money. And Tony is like, I don't want to deal with you no more. Get out. No. Yeah. Everyone sucks. And this is the part where I've noticed that Tony is, like, turning against everyone because he has so much money, so much wealth, so much property, just so much of everything that he has to, like, be super paranoid in order to be able to hold all of that. And I think, personally, that I think Tony is going to lose all of that stuff pretty soon, because how can you hold a $15 million enterprise for very long as a single person? His wife is very ungrateful. I mean, she's a trophy wife. She was married to Frank, and now Tony is just stealing Frank's girl, and now we get to see the consequences of that. There's, like, a whole more public knowledge on cocaine business dealings, and Tony is naturally panicking, freaking out, but he's also like, yeah, this is all right. These are idiots. Everyone here are idiots. That's basically the sentiment of what he gets. He's also paranoid. He kind of, like, pushes everyone away from his life, including his wife, who really hates him at this point. Like, even blocks the TV about it. That's like a cardinal sin. Do not block a man's TV. I mean, why would you ever block a man's TV? That's like, God's right is to have a TV that this drug dealer kingpin can watch. Anyway, oh man, we also get to see what Tony is up against. He's got a big old house. He's got a bunch of security guards. He has not even security. He has a bunch of security cameras that like cost $1 million a month or something insane like that. And he's like, oh, I'm all paranoid. There's this thread, right? Throughout the entire movie, it's about his sister. His sister is having sex with men in the bathroom, and he comes in to take apart the relationship. Like, hey, don't have sex with this man in the bathroom. And now she is pretty much dating, marrying his best friend from the start. And honestly, I would want her to marry my best friend if I was Tony Montana, but he's like, no way, Jose, and then basically shoots him. Kills his best friend. Why would you do that? Only because you're paranoid, only because you want to have sex with your sister. He's super protective over her. What else could it be? He only wants to have sex with her. This is a weird incest relationship, but Tony Montana basically dissociating from the entire situation in his room, and on the monitors behind him, you can see a bunch of people just like raiding his palace. And only when he's not looking is he like open for vulnerability, and when he's not looking, he's vulnerable. And so there's this whole like that's all the guns. There's so many guns. All the guns go off. It's basically people are trying to come in and assassinate him quietly, but then he's not very quiet about it. Because this is my favorite scene. So the sister comes in. She's like, you killed my husband, huh? Do you want to have sex with me? Do you want to have sex with me? And she's basically wearing this. What I'm wearing right now is, she's like, oh, I want to have sex with you. You want to have sex with me? Okay, why don't you just have sex with me? And before she's like able to like initiate the sex, the fun thing is, you know what happens? That's what happens. But with a machine gun and a million other bullets into her from one of the assassins that's gonna kill Tony. Tony's alerted, obviously. Then a full-on bloodbath appears. Tony has a little friend that you say hello to. It's a pretty iconic quote. He also has like a pile of cocaine. Like, I don't know how much money of cocaine that is. That seems like at least like 10 grand worth of cocaine. And it's just like so much bloodbath. He's like, that's pretty much like the last like 15 minutes of movie. It's just like gunshots. You got a bunch of like cool like blood everywhere. Everyone's dying. And then out from the shadows appears this guy, this really cool guy. He kind of reminds me of like a combination between like a biker guy and like a less buff Terminator. That's what it reminds me of. And he's just like walking slowly behind, and he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna do it. And then Tony Montana, he's like, oh, y'all got nothing on me. Y'all can't kill me. And then he gets shot in the back. And then dies. And that's the sad ending. This is the most saddest ending ever. This is the rise and fall of a man. From rag to riches. It's pretty epic. And that was the end of the movie, pretty much. And oh man, so thrilling. All the thrill happens in this movie. Oh man, the cinematography is awesome. I'm thinking of this one scene where he's like talking to chicks by the pool, but he has to like go by the camera. So like the camera like follows him, and then like it's a beautiful shot. It's a beautiful shot. He has to go past the camera, and then if camera follows him, it's like beautiful cinematography. The colors, great. The outfits, great. just the entire story premise is great. I absolutely love this film. So I gotta give this movie a solid 9.11 out of 10. If you like that content and more content on patreon.com/ASEPresents for $3 a month, you get some daily vlogs. $5 a month, you get some salad dressings where I try on costumes and clothes and review them. Hey, that's pretty cool. Also, $20 a month, one movie review per 1 month. So go check out patreon.com/ASEPresents. If you want to see what's under this, yeah, you do want to see what's under this, 18 plus content on my link tree. I answer all fan DMs. It's very fun, spicy stuff. I guess you could say it's pretty rad. Go to this link tree right here. Oh wait, let me do some cocaine. It's cocaining time. Here it is. Here's all the cocaine that I have. It's a beautiful amount. It's not as much as Tony Montana has though. So let me just go ahead and do this cocaine. Ah, yeah. Good cocaine. Until next time, I'm in Salad Saw. I'll see you later, my salad croutons and bacon bits.